Hi, everybody. This is Tenacious Earl, and this is going to be game one of the other division series in the National League between the Milwaukee Brewers and the Los Angeles Dodgers. So, before we get started, I want to make a quick point. Um, Thank you to Mike McAllister for pointing out a rather egregious error that I made. Um, I guess what I'm going to have to say about this error is that I'm not really going to undo anything. I think that the team that benefited most won anyway, or the team that not the team the team that might have benefited most from things being the way they were, or the way that could have been. I think it was the Yankees. I think the Yankees had a couple home runs that may have. Well, actually, it's the singles, but I can't do that. I'm not going to go back through and watch my video. I'm not going to go back through and try and call things. So what I did, the error, I um, I used the Dodger Stadium side of the ballpark effect chart rather than the American League side or the weather effect chart. So what I did was is I used the wrong stadium. There's not a whole lot of difference, but actually I think the home runs are weaker um, in Angel Stadium. So that I think A-Rod still probably would have missed his home runs. The more I think about it now, what could have happened was the ballpark singles are considerably better in the American League Park. 14s for the Angels, and in the Dodgers it's 8s. It's not a lot, or 6s actually we had in that last game. 11 and 8 for home runs left and right, and in Angel Stadium for an average is 3 and 6. So you're just gonna have to try to avoid that. But I just think that the effect would be either negligible or probably slightly beneficial to the Yankees. So we're just gonna go with it. No go Yankees here. I don't care. I'm not gonna care who wins. Maybe a little bit about the Phillies, but you guys can root for the Yankees if you want, or the Angels, or this one, the Brewers, or the Dodgers, or whatever. I don't care. Have fun. We're gonna play this game. But you're not. I will say this: you're not going to get a whole lot of sympathy from me if you're rooting for the Yankees. So you can do that. I'm not going to like bust you, but have fun. Hi, Strat Baseball. So let's get this thing turned around here and get going. So, hey there, how are you? It's kind of creepy, isn't it? Do I have Out of the Park 19? I do not. I don't play a whole lot of computer games on the as far as like baseball goes. Here you can see my little Kindle. It's where most of my stuff goes. Sound like, yeah, I don't know. I don't know how you feel. Go Jeter. Go to court. That's what they should make him do. Go to court. Selling off Stanton like that. That should be the town, the Dade County should sue. That's what should happen. Jeter should be. Anyway, I'm not gonna say anymore. I'm trying to keep it. I'm trying to stay neutral, but I can't. I'm sorry. So all right, I'm gonna stay neutral when I'm playing the Yankees, but when they aren't the team on the deck, it's gonna be tough to give them much credence. So, especially since they shouldn't have made this postseason. Stupid Strat. And I do say stupid Strat again. Hey, another instance of the Yankees somehow gaining benefit in a Strat situation. How about that? Oh well. Anyway, let's knock it off. Quit talking like a madman. It's just the way it goes. I'm sure that there are lots of times the Yankees do poorly. So, all right, we got to find some dice here. We're going to do blues around for the Dodgers. Phantomatic's talking about the Brew Crew, and Gallardo is going to pitch first. I mostly picked him because he pitched first in the Phillies series. Sabathia will go second, and well, anyway, let's figure out using the National League LA Dodgers to make sure we're in the right ballpark here. October night game 11, that will be average, so we're going to have the same stats as the last 6-6 and 11-8. Oh man, excuse my voice, I'm like a little froggy tonight. I guess I deserve that for talking junk about the Yankees. So this is 2008. Mr. Utah Mike said that the Yankees, that's like one season that's like a season to forget for Yankee fans, because it's like the one season in like 20 years that they miss the playoffs. Boo-hoo, as like everybody else in baseball has. I mean, the Braves were in that stretch too, I'm sure, but you know, just boo-hoo. 50 some odd championships or whatever it is, 20, I don't know, 25, blah blah blah. Boo-hoo 2008. All right. Enough of my banter, enough of my kvetching. The Brewers. What do we got here on tap tonight? We've got the Brew Crew and we got the Dodgers, and it's going to be Derek Lowe pitching for the former Brooklyn Dodgers. Been in Los Angeles a while at this point, so I guess we'll be quiet about that. Ray Durham will be at second base. So I'm choosing the lineup. I am going with their starter from that game, Gallardo, from the first game. But I am switching up the lineup a tad. Ray Durham at second, J.J. Hardy at short, Ryan Braun in left, Prince Fielder at first, Corey Hart in right. That can't be right. Yeah, it is. Mike Cameron in center. Yeah, Bill Hall third base, Jason Kendall catching, and Gallardo pitching. Let's get this game underway. Ray Durham against Derek Lowe. Solid right hand. And it's a 6-2. Batting from the left side against the righty pitcher. It'll be a pitcher X chance, 3E14 for Lowe. He'll get to it on an 18, and he'll make the play. Let's check. E14 and 10. It should be no-brainer, but I do like to check when it's over 10, and it is, so that's good. Well, it's good for the Dodgers. All right, one out. Bring up J.J. Hardy. Two 6, 1-2 double. Ryan Braun. That'll be a strikeout, so 1-2-3 with the Brewers in the top of the first. Nope. No, I don't replay games to get perfect games, but if you want me to prove the Yankees can lose, I can do that. I can put garbage lineups in there if you really want me to. Of course, then nobody's going to watch. But if you want to talk trash, we can talk trash. For Cal, short. Ethier in right. Kemp center field. Manny Ramirez in left. Maybe we should move him to the Bo Sox. Get him back there. Maybe he'll do well. I don't know. Loney at first. Kent second base. Casey Blake third. Martin catching, and Lowe. Can you do a playoff trade? Maybe we can. I mean, this is our world, right? We could move some good players up to Boston just to make sure the Yankees... but we're not going to do that. That's kind of dumb. I'm just messing with you guys. 5-5 against a lefty. 1-7 single. And it's going to be a 15, so that will be a line out to lefty. That'll be the second baseman, Durham. Put all trash Red Sox, and we are glad to watch. All right, that's enough of that. There's no real malice. This is supposed to be for fun, and so fly ball to center field X. I wish I could have loaded a image in here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to tilt my light a little bit this way. You can see the card. So 6-4, that's a fly ball to center field X. But if you want to look at the card, Gallardo's card's pretty decent, but against lefties, he's a little bit weaker. So center fielder is Mike Cameron, 1E1. And my son's making a mess. E1 and a 16. How about that? Any chance that that's going to be a problem? Nope. Need a 17. That'll be an out. So, with 2 outs, it'll be Matt Kemp. (3-5), and he strikes out to end the inning. So, 6 batters, 6 outs. What is in the middle here? It's the box score. Let me check something. I heard a bunch of stuff crash down in this closet next door. Really? I don't believe it. Well, that's not so bad. Could be worse, I suppose. You're going to clean up, right? All right. Back from commercial break. Top of the second. So, okay. Well, Strat baseball. Most of the guys who watch on here, I mean, we just find the cards and dice to be a little more therapeutic. Some of us do play the computer games. I have had Diamond Mine in many years past. I've had Out of the Park, but much earlier versions. It's not that I don't like them. It's just I have found that the card. What's in the middle? Oh, this. Oh, it's like a... yeah, my son has on... He likes to have... he likes to just have NHL 18 playing games. Like the AI playing the game out. This is like a notebook. Now what are you doing? So it's like a notebook. This is because I printed out the card from the computer game. If you open up each player. So Gallardo did not have enough appearances to get a card. So this is the best I can do. I don't know if it's going to be that realistic, but we do what we can. What do we got here? Popcorn. Phantomatic had his popcorn ready, probably because of my rantings. So Prince Fielder 6-6 lefty, and that's going to be likely a double 1-17. And there you go. Prince Fielder knocks it to the wall, and that's a double. So Corey Hart, he wears his sunglasses at night. (6-6) against a righty. Well, that's a double roll again. I mean, that's kind of weird, but I shook him up 1-3 triple, and it's a 2. So Corey Hart is going to knock in Prince Fielder, and that will be the first run, 1-0 Brewers. And Hart's only 60 or 90 feet away. Excuse me. Mike Cameron. How do we get a 6-6 again? It was 5-1 before. This time it's 3-3. And the 6 isn't moving. I'm about ready to get rid of the white die. 1-3 triple again. That's a 9. That's going to be a single 2-star. It's going to score the run, but I'm suspicious now. All right, 2-0 Brewers. We're going to stick with it, but so now Cameron at first. He'll try to get a lead. If I roll it here and we get a 6, I'm going to... All right, we didn't. A 9, so no lead there. Hold on a second. Now what are you into? What are you getting after? You need more of that stuff? Get the stuff you need and stop milling around in there, please.
Sorry.
Well,
I'm just trying to get you quickly.
I know. Are you fine? Do you have everything you need out of it?
Yeah.
All right, so Cameron doesn't get a lead, and let's see, Russell Martin -1, so his second lead number would be 1-9. That'd be his range, so he's not going to be stealing. Bill Hall will be up. 4-4 righty, ground ball to third base. Could be a double play. Casey Blake 3E18. 3-3 is going to be a single. Wow, it was a 3. Big day here for the Brewers so far. Lots of good rolls going their way. No error. Wait, hold on. 7-10 on an E18 for Blake. No error, but that will be a single 1-star. And Dodgers seems like one team gets the rolls in these games. Jason Kendall now, first and second. With the pitcher coming up, no reason to bunt here. 5-4 righty, fly ball to center field X. This is going to be Matt Kemp. He's a 3E3. 18, he will get to this one, so barring an error and he doesn't make it, that will be caught and the runners will hold. So brings up Gallardo. Gallardo, a C bunter. He's still going to try to bunt. Makes him a D because they're playing with the infield in here. Oh, potential wild pitch for Lowe. No wild pitch there. He has a 1 rating. 9 on a D, and that's probably not going to be... Well, that's a 1 and 2, so he will go ahead and we'll keep the bunt on with Gallardo here with 1 out. 6. That's a defense roll. So you take the lead runner, who is Cameron. He's a 15. You subtract 4, that's 11. Then the fielder, which is a 3, it's going to be the catcher, and the catcher is Martin, who's a 1. So 11, 12. 1-12 is safe. If we try to get Cameron, they're just going to take the out. Sack 2-3 or 2-4. Everybody moves up. You don't want a real big inning here, so you'll take your chances with Durham, getting him out here. So second and third, 2 outs. Two 5 and 2-5, and the strategy backfires. Boy, they get Dodgers are getting hosed here so far, eh? 4-0. Derek Lowe needed a pitcher's card roll there, and not a 6-6, and he gets worst of it. And Durham, so it's going to be Durham at first. 2 outs. He's going to see if he can get a jump. With a 6, he can't, so it'll be 11 minus 4, 7. So a 1-7. you're going to try 1 to 7. Hardy doesn't hit many home runs or anything, so you're not really taking the bat out of his hand much. 1 to 7, and it's a 2. You might get a throwing error as well. Stolen base. And let's see, Martin's a 1 to 13 throwing error. There's a 4, so Durham ends up at third on that play. So things are kind of going astray here for Dodgers' dream start here for the Brewers. And now Hardy with a runner at third. 2 outs, 3-9, and he strikes out finally to end the inning. 4 runs on 5 hits, an error, 1 left, stranded in scoring position, and boy, 4-0. Derek Lowe already struggling, and this is at Dodger Stadium, where, in theory, you're probably gonna be at a disadvantage run-wise. So, usually a pitcher's park as far as the reputation I tend to find, but all right, Ramirez, home half of the second. 1-7, he will get a roll here. 1 to 11 double. And it's a 12, so a single. Still getting the poor rolls there. Let's see, Ramirez. Gallardo -1, Kendall -1. They're gonna run a hit and run here with James Loney. So they aren't holding Ramirez on though, but he is a B. 5-8 against the lefty. Grounder to second X could still be a double play here. Durham a 4E6. They aren't holding Ramirez. 4-12. That will be a G3. So only play to first, and then a 6 on the E6. No error, but that'll be a 4-3. Runner advances. There we go. Okay. So in theory, I mean, it doesn't necessarily have to do with the mechanic of the hit and run, but you could venture to say that, you know, Durham took the easy out, didn't try to force Ramirez at second and possibly not get him. So Kent, guy with some pop here, they could get right back in the game if he gets a hold of one. 6-7 righty, and that's going to be a strikeout. So 2 outs. Casey Blake, another guy who can knock one a mile, and a potential wild pitch. But Gallardo is a 0, so we don't have to roll the D20 another time. 1-8, and he strikes out. So no runs, 1 hit, and Ramirez stranded at second. Strat says he's not a fan of NHL 18. Well, it's okay. I wouldn't say I'm a connoisseur of any of those games, so I can't tell you. I used to like... I like playing on the PC more if I'm going to play. That's on the PlayStation. I like the mechanism being able to like use a mouse to move players and stuff as opposed to having to use a controller. But all right, top of the third. Let's try to get this game fast-tracked. Ryan Braun, 6'5" righty. 1-7 normal home run, and Braun has normal power. With the way that things have gone for the Brewers, this will be 1-7. Let's see. Nope, that'll be caught. So there is some balance in the world after all. Prince Fielder. Something like that. Do a little bit of that. 3-7. Missed the 3-8. 3-7 is a grounder to second. So that will be Kent to Loney for out number 2. Corey Hart. He wears his sunglasses at night. 4-8 against a righty. I already used that one, but it'll be a strikeout. He has not lost his stuff yet. 4 runs in 1 inning does not do that. Only 5 does. So 1-2-3 again for Lowe. steadies himself after the getting into some trouble in the second. And now is the stream halting a bit. I still have the stream going, but well, I'm going to keep going here. Russell Martin will lead off. Righty 4-5. 1-14 normal home run. He is normal power. This would make it 4-1. Double otherwise. And it is gone. Russell Martin solo home run. That'll make it 4-1 Brewers. Yep, no problem, Beatles. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I don't know about anybody else. I have 7 people here in the room, and I'm not sure if any of them are experiencing problems. But I have top chat, not live chat. So let me put live chat. Okay. So, okay. Derek Lowe, pitcher's hitting card number 2. That's going to be a strikeout on a 2-6. So, a little early to pull Lowe. If he can keep his act together here, maybe the Dodgers can work their way back in. For Cal, lined out his first at bat, 5-6, switch hitter. He will draw a walk. He will try to get a lead here and steal. See if he can. 7, no, he needs 2 through 5 or 12. So, and not a good, but they will hold him. So Ethier with 1 out. 3-11. Ballpark home run. This would make it 4-3 if it goes. He is a lefty. 1-11. This is way back. But it's going to stay in the park, and that will be caught on the track by Hart, and that's out number 2. So they miss out there. Matt Kemp. 6-3 righty. Fly ball to left. X. Left fielder is Braun. 4-0. 4-6. That will be a single with 2 stars. So for Cal, we'll end up at third. And let's see what happens here with the... That's going to be a... Well, he's an E0, so we don't have to worry about that. But single, 2-star. And it will bring up Manny Ramirez. And my son's going back in that closet again. So Ramirez with 2 outs, first and third. No wild pitch rating for Gallardo, so 4-6 righty, 1-12 double, otherwise it will be the final out. 18 final out, boy. Caught by left fielder, so they get 1 run, and the old D20 is being a pain for the home team here today. 4th inning, 4-1. Brewers on top. Coming in here to Chavez Ravine and being a thorn in the side of the Dodgers. So it'll be Mike Cameron leading off. Righty 4-3, fly ball to right field. Whoa. Andre Ethier, a 3-2. Well, it's that kind of day for the Dodgers. 3-2 and he gets a 2. That's going to be a double. So, no error, but a double for Cameron. And I don't know. Not much you can say about it when that starts happening for a team, except you never know. Bill Hall, 6-7 righty, strikes him out. Let's see, 13 plus 1. With a big lead, 3-run lead, Mike Cameron. He's going to try to get a lead and steal third. Needs a 2 through 5. Nope, doesn't get it, so he can't steal. But it was worth a feel like it's worth a shot to get him to third with the pitcher coming up. So Kendall. Two seven. That's a grounder to short. Runner will not be able to move up at all. For Cal, gets it to Loney in time, and that's going to bring up the pitcher, Giovanni Gallardo. Right-handed batter. 6-7, strikes him out, and that will end the inning. So one hit, a double by Cameron leading off the inning, but can't muster anything else off of Lowe. So we'll go to the bottom of the fourth. Let's see if the Dodgers can make some inroads into this deficit they have. Loney, 3-6, and that will be a leadoff single for him. Not very favorable for him to try stealing. Jeff Kent at the plate. They're going to hit and run with Kent. They are not holding Loney, so no hit and run. We're going to take the hit and run off, not with a C. 4-10 righty. That is a ballpark single chance. 1-6. Otherwise, it's a line out. Here's a 5, so the Dodgers get one there. So first and second, nobody out, and Casey Blake coming to the plate. (3-5). He strikes out. Out number one. Got to make a decision about Lowe. I think they're going to get someone warming up in the bullpen. Chano Park. So Russell Martin with one out at the plate. Might have to get Lowe out of there with two on. 3-11. That's a ground ball to short, and no need to do that at all. It's going to be a 6-4-3 around the horn. Double play, and a promising inning goes into the crapper real quick. So they're going to squeeze another inning out of Lowe. But 4-1, and the Dodgers are squandering some real opportunities here. Can't hit with guys where they need to be. So Durham, who is 1 for 2 with a single and a stolen base. He's going to draw a walk, so Lowe still struggling a bit. J.J. Hardy. Durham, 15, 1-13. They're going to hit and run with Hardy. It's going to be an A hit and run chance because they're holding the runner on. A9. Well, they get the leader, so fielder's choice. It's going to be a 6-4 force out. So no, we go off of the super advanced hit and run chart when it's off of the hitter's card. So not a fruitful at bat there for. I mean, they do break up the double play, but Braun to the plate now with Hardy. Let's see, how does Hardy do as far as? No, he's not much of a stolen base threat either. So let's see how Braun can do. 6-11. Sorry for clipping that. That's going to be. They're going to get the lead runner here. That is another ground ball B, but only get the 5-4 fielder's choice. It's going to bring up Prince Fielder with Braun there. He's going to try and see if he can get a lead. He'll probably try stealing anyway, but 6, maybe he won't. 11, they're holding him, so 11 minus 4 is 7, and it's basically a walk as far as the pitcher-catcher, so 1-7, not great when you've got a power hitter like Fielder there, so let's see what happens. 2 outs, runner on first. 4-11, lefty, grounded to first. That will be it as Loney finishes it off, and that'll be it for Derek Lowe's day. One bad inning. Did him in. So 4-1 Brewers. And Gallardo at the plate. They're going to have Juan Pierre lead off the inning. Okay, so lefty Juan Pierre against Gallardo. So speedy guy. Doesn't get a whole lot of walks, but if he gets on base, he can be a real threat. Oh, I don't need to roll the D20. My bad. 3-8, a 1-3 home run. That would bring it to 4-2 if he can get that. 1-3. Any chance this goes? I mean, there's a 15% chance. Nope, that'll be caught and left. So tries to go the other way with it, but and now it'll be Rafael for Cal. Reached on a walk his last time up 3-9. Fly ball to left field, caught again out there by Ryan Braun, and now Andre Ethier. 3-6, and he rips a double into the gap. He'll hold up at second with the 2 outs. Another guy that, if Kemp can get another hit here, bring in the run. So 2 outs and runner at second. And it's going to be a fly ball to left, and it'll be caught. So a lot of threes there. I'm going to have to do a little bit better shaky there, I think. Okay, so Chan-Ho Park will be brought in here. So, all right, it's 4-1 Brewers, and Chan-Ho Park coming into the game to try and get this thing, keep this game together for the, it's going to be a double though at least, or a single at least, a double most likely, and a double for Hart, so triple and a double for him, 2 for 3. And things just can't quite come together for the old Dodgers here. Mike Cameron, 5-6 righty. Fly ball to center field. B, it'll be caught by Kemp. 1 out. Bill Hall. Chan-Ho Park is 0 and Martin a -1. He's gonna try to get a lead here. If he gets a 4 through 6, he's got to go. 5, he's got to go. All right, so it's gonna be 13 minus 4 is 9, and then minus another one's 8. So he's got a 40% chance to steal third. 1-8, and he's thrown out by a mile. So second out now. Bill Hall, nobody on base, 2 outs. 4-6 righty, struck him out. So no runs, 1 hit. Threw him out on the base pass. Nice throw there by Russell Martin, gets him. So, although with a bad lead, he didn't really have much of a chance. Gallardo starting the 6th here. This is his inning of weakness. Manny Ramirez, who's already singled off of him once. Righty 6-5, that's a strikeout. James Loney, lefty 5-4, grounder to third base. X, Hall 3E28, 3 and 11. He'll get there. E28 and 8. That will be an out. So Jeff Kent, 2 away. 6-8 righty, fly ball to center field. That'll be caught out there by Cameron. 1-2-3. Gallardo is hanging tough. He actually pitched a pretty dang good game against the Phillies in that first game. I think the Phillies won 3-2 or 2-1 or something like that in real life. But 7th inning now, and bottom of the order. I think the Brewers are going to stick with Gallardo into the 7th. He's pitching well. So Kendall leading off. 3-7, 1-18 single. And it is an 18 right on the money. So he gets aboard. Oh, they're not going to hold him on, but see, they're going to have Gallardo try bunting again. He's going to be a D bunter. D8, that's a 1 and 2. D10, that's a bad. Okay, that means it's going to get the lead runner, so that's going to be a 5-4 fielder's choice. Inefficient bunt there for Gallardo, so he'll be at first. Durham at the plate. He's been on twice in 3 chances. 3-4. 3-4. He's going to take this one deep. It's going to at least go off the wall. And that's a double. So they're going to hold Gallardo at third, 2nd, and 3rd. With 1 away. And it's going to bring up Hardy. They're going to have to play with the infield in here. Cut the runoff at home. Could think about bunting here, but with some better hitters coming up, I think he's just going to swing away. Whoop. Oh boy. 4-11. Righty. Ballpark single 1-6. That's a liner. It's going to be caught by the shortstop for Cal. And that's going to bring up Ryan Braun with 2 on and 2 out. Could walk him and get a lefty going and go out and have a talk. That's what they're going to do. They're going to get Joe Beimel up. They're going to go out and have a talk to him. They're going to walk Braun here intentionally. Load the bases. And then they're going to make their move here with Park, get him out of here, and they're going to go with Joe Beimel to face Prince Fielder with the bases loaded. So we'll see how that works out for them. All right, so bases are loaded, 2 away. Prince Fielder at the plate facing Joe Beimel. Potential passed ball. Martin's a 1. Or a 2 on the passed ball department. It's an 8, so no passed ball. Will the strategy work? Prince Fielder against Beimel, lefty-lefty. 3-10 ballpark home run. You've got to be kidding me. 1-11, high number will help the Dodgers here get them out of the inning. Low number, and this is a grand slam. It is gone. Ouch. Oh my. Prince Fielder sends this crowd home. They're heading for the exits here at Dodger Stadium. They're going to hope for next game. That makes it, 8-1. Bob Franklin is like, yeah. Phanomatic is brew. Yeah, I don't know if that's disrespecting Fielder, but man, he does have normal. Yeah, he's got normal power. Ah, man, that's tough to believe. I mean, it's not tough to. It's tough to believe that you get that chance. So Corey Hart, Beimel gives up a big dinger, 3-6. Fly ball to center field. That will end the inning. But 4. Oh man. That stinks. I was hoping to keep him close. I was thinking Ryan Braun. What is... Let me see. 310. You make yourself even more frustrated when you look at that card, don't you? Well, the 7-run lead, they're sticking with Gallardo. 7th inning stretch. Casey Blake. 212. Ballpark home run for him. He's a righty, though. 1-8. Can they get a low number? Of course, this will be a solo home run. And he gets the 20. You can't make this up here, folks. Russell Martin, 1-8. And in the midst of all those other bold chances in the one column, he gets the one that's a fly ball to center and caught. So, all right, well, pitcher spot up. And feel like as a manager right now, you can choose nothing that's going to work. So, everything has been basically blah. So, let's go with Angel Baroa. I have Blake DeWitt too, but I'd like to save him for a chance where maybe a little power would help. So I guess I don't. Maybe if I were to have played more of these games during the season, I wouldn't have gotten so down on the Phillies, because when you see a team like the Dodgers get hosed a bit, that makes you feel better. Angel Baroa, 6'11" righty, fly ball to right field. X Hart 3E5 3. Well, that's going to be a double, I believe. So the inning is not over. Angel Baroa will. And maybe an error as well on the 17 with an E5 right field. Nope, needed an E18. No error, but a double. So they're not dead yet, but almost out of this inning. Brewers are going to get, let's see, they got Ethier. They'll get Mitch Stetter warming up, lefty, for Ethier if Gallardo can't get for Cal out here. Four seven from the left side. That is a single to left. You've got Baroa, who is a 1-13. He wasn't being held, so he gets. They're going to throw into second. They'll let him score. So 8-2. They're going to throw there to keep for Cal at first with 2 outs. Let's see. -1 hold. Stetter is +2. Well, they're going to make the move. So Gallardo is done. Be Mitch Stetter. Okay, so for Cal, we'll try to steal second here if he can get a lead. At the very least. 4, yes, he goes. 18. -2 is 16 because he's being held, but +2. So +1. 16 +1, 1-17 in there. And it'll bring up Andre Ethier. They don't have an extremely deep bench right now. They could use Pablo Azuna against the lefty. Of course, then they could switch back around to the right. They're going to do that. They're going to use Ozuna. They're going to pinch hit for Ethier. So Pablo Azuna coming in. They're going to stick with Stetter. The Brewers are 2 outs. Runner at second. Let's see if they can get a string going here. 112. He is hit by pitch, so that does, plus an injury for Azuna. So let's see. Let's roll the injury chart. He's going to get the full extent of these injuries, right? He is. So I don't know what they're going to do about the outfield. 96 at bats. Yeah, so let's see. Hopefully it's a low number for them. It's a 13. 3-game injury, so he's going to need a pinch runner. So what are they going to do here? That didn't work out so well. Ozuna can't continue. Well, let's think about it here. They have any guys in the infield who can masquerade in the outfield? No. Huh, wow. 112 brings up an injury. Gah. 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 What are we going to do here? Well, we're going to have to use somebody out of position. Get Ethier out. You're going to have to go with a right fielder that's not a right fielder. All right, well, at this point, you need to take your best runner, which is Blake DeWitt. So he will come in. So I'm going to put a little star here. So it'll be Matt Kemp now with 2 outs. First and second, DeWitt pinch running. He will most likely stay in the game. 2-7, grounder back to the... Oh, wait. Fly ball to right field. Still can't get a break. Dodgers are... They got 1 run, but they can't pile in the runs. They can't get enough. Okay, so how are we going to work this? Let me look at these cards. Anything... There's nobody here that's got any kind of versatility. The catcher doesn't know. All right, well, we're going to have to go with DeWitt in center. Or in right, I mean. And we need to bring in a relief pitcher. So, sorry, I'm getting a little bit, it's getting a little, these National League games can be a little bit on the, especially when you play injuries, and this is a crappy time for an injury. So, the highest, you take the highest rating for DeWitt, so he's going to be a 5 plus, what is it, plus 4? Let's get his E number, 25. He is a 12 runner. Okay, and he is hitting in the 2 hole. Sorry for the delay. I'm just trying to get things squared away. This is... I mean, it's part of the fun of it, but when you're making a video, it makes it a little bit... makes it a little bit awkward. So, out of position players. Plus 5 throwing arm. So, that's not going to be optimal. They're just going to be basically trying to get through this game at this point. So, they will bring in the 8th. Go with Greg Maddux. He can eat an inning or 2. Okay, well, make do with what you got. We'll probably have to use an emergency call up and have Ozuna ruled out for the rest of the playoffs here for the Dodgers. So Mike Cameron against Greg Maddux. Righty 6-5, fly ball to center field, caught there by Kemp, out number 1. Bill Hall. 1 for a 1-6 home run chance. Does he get enough of it? Nope, it'll be caught by the left fielder, Manny Ramirez and Jason Kendall. Last thing you want to see is a right field X chance here. 111, ballpark. That's a correction check, 1-9. That's a 14 line out to shortstop. So nothing doing in the top of the 8th. Maddux comes in and pitches an effective inning. May pitch the 9th unless his team can pull together some magic. So bottom of the 8th, and it will be Manny Ramirez leading off. Forgot to flip this card over. And they, you know what, they're not sticking with Stetter here. They're going to go Solomon Torres. Wait. No, they're gonna use him as their closer. They don't really need a closer in this game anyway at this point. So Gagne will come in and pitch the 8th. Former Dodger. See if he can be a little bit boosted by having to face his old team. 6-7 righty, and he's going to get hit by Ramirez here, 1-11. It's a double, and that will be what it is. So a double to lead off, and that could be a good sign for the boys in blue. James Loney, 6-8 lefty. That's a strikeout. One away, Jeff Kent. They've got a 6-run lead. We got to use somebody here. 3-7. That's a 1-9 single opportunity. Well, runner will advance to third. So Casey Blake, first and third. They're going to play with the infield back, looking for a double play. 1-5 strikes him out. And now Russell Martin. (2-9) grounder to short, and that will end the inning as Hardy throws over to first. And Bob Franklin can breathe easy as the Brewers setup guy doesn't have a meltdown. So top of the 9th, they're going to bring in a pinch hitter here. It will be Craig Counsell. I think he's currently the Brewers manager, if I'm not mistaken. Doing a pretty good job with them, too. He will face Maddox. 1-10, ballpark single, 1-6. And that'll be a liner to short, 1 out. Durham, top of the order. He's had a good game, 2 for 3. 2-3 is going to be a grounder to the pitcher. So that's out number 2. We can't just talk to each other. We got to yell and scream. J.J. Hardy, 3-8. Well, there's a single. So Maddox finally concedes a hit. Big lead. They're not going to try stealing here. Ryan Braun. 6-7 righty. That's a pop out to second base. That'll be caught by Kent. And it's the bottom of the 9th. Last chance for the Dodgers. The Brewers will have to bring in another pitcher, and they will go with see who's coming up for. It's gonna be the pitcher spot. So go with Moda. Guillermo Mota. Try and close it down here. This is the pitcher spot. And they don't have much left. It's going to be Noma. Going to face Mota. They did that because knowing that there's only 2 right-handed batters on the bench. So Garcia Parra. Okay. Garcia Parra against Mota. 8-2, 6-run lead for the Brewers. Can they get it over the finish line? A 4-9 against a righty strikes him out. That'll be out number 1. They'll flip home field advantage if they can get this, and it will be not Angel Barroa. It'll be Rafael for Cal. 6-10 batting from the left. That's another strikeout. 2 outs. Last chance Blake DeWitt in the ball game. He came in as a pinch runner. They really don't want another injury here if they can help it. Blake DeWitt, 2 outs, 2-6, and he grounds it down the line to first. Easy squibber there for Prince Fielder to pick up, and runs to the bag, runs to the mound, congratulates the pitcher as they take game 1, 8-2. That's your final here from Dodger Stadium. A disappointing outing for the home team. They're going to look to get it back in game 2. Winner in this game, Yovani Gallardo. Hard luck loser in real life in that series at Philadelphia for the Brewers, starting at Philadelphia. Loss for Derek Lowe. I think he fared pretty well when the no save. Too big of a lead, but that's going to be it here. So let's turn it around and say goodnight to everybody. So just hold on a second. I'm going to unplug this and this. There we go. And you can see my clamp. There we go. Okay. So, game 1 to the Brewers. Interesting result there. Brewers were kind of like UMBC in that basketball game there on Friday night, where it just seemed like things went their way early and often, and they couldn't. Dodgers really couldn't get much going right for them. So we'll see if that keeps happening. Thanks for watching. Thanks for supporting the channel all the time, guys. You guys are great. I know Earl keeps going with the Guidry replay, and he's got other things going on. I think there's an Orioles streak series that he's doing. So obviously other channels that are around. Some of you comment on the videos here. It's Great Combat Painter, baseball demos, Stratomatic Delaware happens on here quite a bit. Al, Red Sox fan. I would imagine Strat Baseball probably does some computer gaming of the baseball variety. Whether or not he does videos or not, I'm not sure, but I saw him in here earlier, so I figured I would I gave him some roasting, so I think it's only fair that I give him some kudos for being willing to listen to my gentle ribbing. There's a lot of Bleacher Bums game. I mean, there's a lot of guys out here making videos, and the community just keeps growing, which is great. Obviously, there's a community out there that really doesn't even tap into, or we don't really get to tap into, guys that play the games, and whether they're in leagues or whether it's solo stuff, and they just aren't on YouTube, or it's just not their thing, or they aren't into watching these, and that's perfectly fine. But hopefully we can find projects that everybody has some interest in. We've got 8 teams in this playoffs, and so I'm hoping that there are some fans of those teams. Hopefully I haven't alienated too many Yankees fans in this video. Like I said, I'm trying to keep even keeled, but I don't have a whole lot of love loss for the Yankees, so you know, you just have to take me for what I am. I'm going to play them straight up. They won. If you haven't watched it, I'm sorry, but they won game 1 at Angel Stadium. I think I've managed them in a pretty fair fashion, and I try to manage everybody. I will say this: what happened to the Dodgers in the 7th, walking Braun and trying to match up with Fielder, it went horribly wrong for them, and You know, I at this point I'm hoping it goes 5 games at the very least for the Dodgers, just because I think I think the Brewers are a good team, and they can hang there. They've got Sabathia going in game 2, so I think I think there's a lot of relatively even teams here, and I actually think the Phillies may be one of the weaker playoff teams, if I'm to be honest. So to see them lose to the Cubs is not going to be a surprise. I think they got a good matchup, getting some confidence in the real life series against the Brewers. Brewers weren't playing so well. The Phillies got a really good pitching outing in that real life series from Cole Hamels, and they rode that into Dodgers into the Dodgers series. They got a really good opportunity there to come back against Broxton out at Dodger Stadium, and Matt Stairs hit an amazing shot that really helped out the Phillies in that one. So, but anyway, I'm going to sign off before I keep rambling on. I could ramble on here for another 15 minutes, and if I don't stop, I will. But anyway, just I I want to also mention Craig RNGIDP. Check him out. His project is it's interesting. If you are not not into teams that are just replays of the same old things, he's got a project where he's randomizing everything, and so all the teams are different. You have a chance. You can look and see how he has to deal with player injuries, how to build a team that is maybe stacked too much in infielders. In this case, we are missing an outfielder for the Dodgers, so we're gonna have to bring one in because Ozuna went out. So we had a little bit of lack of depth. But anyway, good night, everybody. Thanks for watching. Brewers 8-2 victors here at Chavez Ravine. I'm not sure what the next game will be. I have to enter this one in and then see what I'm going to do next. I might go back to Phillies and get that game going. Phillies Cubs. So not tonight, probably. I don't know. Maybe tomorrow afternoon. We'll see. Till then, adios. Have a great one and enjoy your tabletop sports.